Welcome back, listeners. I'm Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing podcast. Today, we have a very special guest, a good friend of mine, Chauncey Mays, and we're just going to be speaking today about life's adversities and the things that we have gone through. So, Chauncey, tell us a little bit about yourself first.
What's going on, Rob? Always good to see you. You looking good as always.
Thank you.
Uh, yeah, she right. I am a little special, but we'll get to that later on in the podcast. No, I'm from Lake City, Florida. If anybody knows what that is, I'm from there originally. I live in Jacksonville now. Um, yeah, I mean, I grew up a regular, normal country life. Got my ass tore up when I was a kid, but it was pretty equal to what you would call normal, whatever that is. Middle class, I guess. We weren't rich, but we weren't super poor.
Mhm.
Okay, so we weren't POE. We was poor. All right, so I guess that's a step above. Like we wasn't po, but we was just poor. You know what I mean? Like,
Chauncey.
but it was cool though. You know what I mean? Um, Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you laughing at
Chauncey, I did not expect you to say that, but okay.
me?
So tell us a little bit because you were a police officer, right? How long ago were you a police officer?
Technically, I still am, but
Oh, okay.
for I think this will be year 12 in November, so 11 years.
What? That is crazy. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I didn't know you were a police officer that long. So, and then
I started in 2014, I think, in November of 14. Yeah.
prior to us coming on the show, you had stated that you have been shot before. Tell us a little bit about that. What happened?
I wasn't shot. I was shot at.
Okay, well, tell us a
Um.
little bit about that.
Yeah. I mean, typical Easter gathering. You know how we do. We like to get together and put on.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was kind of the norm though, because every Easter you knew it was gonna happen. So they threw block parties. Well, all us get
Yeah.
together, and once the liquor get to going, and everybody done left church, you know, it's time to party. So they had a block party of about, I mean, it was every bit of probably 8,000 people, in my just estimation.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't exactly know what happened, but a fight of some sort broke out. It's me and two other cops for all these people. Like no, it's just one just ball of people. Nobody can move. Nobody can do anything because everybody's just packed in there together.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of standing on the outside of the crowd because I need to be able to move when it go down. Because I knew it was going down. It's Lake City. I grew up here. Like I know it's gonna go down. I'm just looking at my watch and going, should be getting, shots should be ring out any minute now. So, yeah. So a little while later, you hear the gunfire, but um, you just see people disperse. Everybody trying to run. So it only take one person to start running, and we out of there.
Yeah.
So, but it's so many people, as an officer, you can't really see where the gunfire coming from. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? I can't see no muzzle flash. I don't know who shot. It's multiple. So I just had to kind of take some cover, so I
Yeah.
don't, take one to the face. And so I took cover behind this, like, it's a side by side. It was backed into a yard, and they shot the side of the side by side, and I was sitting on the other. I was laying down on the other side of it, and this bullet came in. It went up because if it had come in, it probably shot me in the neck or some crazy shit. But
Oh my God.
it didn't. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty wild.
Oh my
So,
God.
and I told him after that, I never work another Easter. Y'all will fire my ass before I work another Easter.
I
I
was
ain't
just
doing that no
curious.
more.
Ask were you? Did you go back out on that detail? So I guess that's a not a not.
Nah, nah,
Yeah.
nah. I called out every Easter after that.
Wow. Yeah. I can't say I blame you for that, but it was just only Easter. I'm surprised it wasn't like that on different holidays.
That was kind of the big like crowd day because I mean you had other ones like Mother's Day. That's also a big one.
Uh-huh.
It's usually Easter and Mother's Day. Martin Luther King Day. It ain't like it used to be back in the day. That was usually a big one, but not so much anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean it's just I've seen all kinds of stuff, man. You don't some of that stuff I'll never ever forget.
Yeah.
between my days as a cop and I was a firefighter for 8 years also. So
What?
yeah,
Have you
yeah, I
told
done
me
done it all. Yeah, I'm like a black Mexican. You know what I mean? I done had so many jobs, bro. Like for real. The only thing I ain't done for real was like flown an airplane. I ain't never drove a train or nothing like
that?
that.
So Chauncey, what? And then as a firefighter, what are some of the craziest things that you've seen or that were difficult for you to deal with or handle?
Well, anything involving kids is always tough because I have two of my own.
Hmm.
Um, so that always tugged at me a little bit, and like just with that, no, nothing's ever really good in those public safety jobs. It's not like you're going, when you get called to something, you're going to like celebrate somebody or, it's something happy that you're going to. It's always something bad and negative. Um, but yeah, anything involving kids was bad, and car crashes. I wasn't a huge fan of them because they get nasty, and people that like are still in houses that can't get out of them when it burns up.
Yeah.
That ain't never easy. And just dealing with like family members and stuff too, man. It's hard to watch somebody watch or have to hear that their loved one didn't make it. So no, it ain't an easy job, but sometimes you just got to compartmentalize because when that's over, you just got to get back on the truck and go to the next, or get back in the car and go to the next call. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So yeah, you just kind of have to find ways to deal with it.
So you say you compartmentalize, and
Yeah,
tell us a little bit how you do that because I know a lot of people struggle with compartmentalizing.
and yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
I think the easiest thing to do is to just kind of have like a debrief or talk to like somebody. So like a coworker, like if me and another cop, we
Yeah.
just got shot at, we talk about it. You know what I mean? So that kind of gets that that build up off your chest. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of like allows you to bring it down and just kind of settle down a little bit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So you ain't holding it all in. You don't have to have like an in-depth conversation,
Right.
like a long drawn out conversation, but you know what I mean. And a lot of cops and like firemen and people in like public safety jobs, unfortunately, like we kind of make jokes about kind of stuff like that, but it kind of helps. You know what I mean? Like take that edge off. Not
Yeah.
that the situation is funny, but it's just a way of how we handle that kind of stuff. Because it's never good, man. It's some shitty stuff you see, man. It's just like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, you just have to kind of laugh through whatever bad shit you just saw, if that makes any sense.
Right. And then excuse me. And then I know you recently just went into the military. Tell us because they you had to sign or no, wait, hold on. They did a waiver for the age.
Well, well, it's this, it's the state guard, so it's not technically that military. It's the state guard.
Okay.
It's Ron DeSantis's little army.
Uh-huh.
But it's more for like a force multiplier for like National Guard. It's
Okay.
just extra, yeah, it's just an extra hand, if they need help with like we know in Florida we have a bunch of hurricanes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like, people need trees cut down and stuff. It's just kind of a front line, boots on the ground. Instead of waiting for the National Guard, we can kind of mobilize and do that kind of stuff. We didn't have any hurricanes this year, so I didn't get to go to any deployments or anything. So that's about it on that. I don't know how much longer it's going to be around, so who knows?
Okay. So,
Yeah,
but so you would like to do something like that to help others. You like helping.
yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what I've done my whole life. Because when I started firefighting, I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
And some of that's like I told you, I had never seen none of the stuff I've seen. Being that young, I was fresh out of high school,
Yeah.
so that I mean, and then I went right into that, and I had a brief pause of truck driving for a little bit, and then
Mhm.
that's when I went and got into law enforcement. So I mean, for the last almost 20 years, I've been in public safety helping folks, which they don't always appreciate it, but anyway, whatever. You know,
Yeah.
people don't always tell you thank you. They kind of give you their ass to kids, but it's all good.
And I know when I met you in
Uh-huh.
truck driving, which I am still very glad that I met you because you are hilarious. I just The way we just vibed was absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
But
I was born this way, man. Y'all, I was born like this. I don't even know. I can't even make this up. These ain't jokes.
and what did you say the first time? Wait a minute. I don't even know if I should say it, but the first time, I think the first conversation that you and I had, you said that you was riding dirty because
Oh,
you didn't have, what was your medical card?
yeah, I had left it at the house, man. Like I didn't put it back in my bag. And so when I got to Indy, I was looking for my stuff. I'm like, damn, I ain't got my medical card, man. Oh well, it is what it is. I just ride dirty this trip. Boy, you know I was out there thugging every day. That's how it is. That's how it be though, man. I ain't have time to be doing all that extra stuff, you know.
Yeah, yeah. But what struggles did you have with any type of truck driving? What have you faced with that?
As far as what now? Because I mean,
Anything.
there's a whole lot of struggles. You know what I
Anything.
mean? Like,
Dealing with the
yo,
people, the customers, the driving, anything.
oh well, people can't drive. You know,
Yeah.
everybody wants to cut off the truck. Everybody wants to squeeze. You know, they want to, take this much space and try to put, the expedition in a damn 3 inch space. You know what I mean? Like, bro, come on. But then get mad if they run into you. Like, bro, you seen me sitting here, dog. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I think for me though, the biggest thing was learning how to drive in the snow.
Yeah.
Cause like I mean I live in Florida obviously, so we don't know how to do that. And when I drove over the road for a little bit, I was like in the southeast, so I never really got like those heavy winters. Like I never really knew what winter was like until
Yeah.
I started traveling at PLG, man. Like that was some whole different type shit, man. Cause like remember those snowstorms that we got hit with like back to back?
Yeah. Hmm.
I was lost. Like I was just like, Lord, please don't let me put this truck in this ditch. I'm talking about, boy. I'm out there swerving like a mud.
Chelsea, why didn't you ever say anything?
Man, what I'm gonna say? Because they were just gonna tell me, hey, just slow down and be careful. But hey, get the groceries off the truck. You better bring the truck back empty. Okay. And then tomorrow, guess what? It's gonna be worse conditions, and you're gonna go back out there and do the same thing.
But you never even told me. You said you were just sliding everywhere.
Man, bro, I was out there on skates, cuz I'm talking about trailer, just all over the road. I think one day I was coming through a neighborhood. I had made a wrong turn, but I couldn't see. Like it was snow everywhere. They hadn't plowed nothing. Man, I'm pretty sure I ran over somebody's mailbox. I ain't say nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Chelsea,
man. I couldn't control it. I couldn't control it. Like it was snow everywhere. I was lost. I didn't know where to go. I was going to like a Mexican restaurant. I eventually got there. And remember, I think when I called you and told you I was like, nah, man, I'm bringing this back. That last stop
yeah.
ain't getting done. I was
Yeah.
like, I got to get out of this. But y'all, no, we gonna have a catastrophe right here. But y'all ain't finna have me on the news. Not this guy. Nope. Y'all, hey, you better tell, hey, them Mexicans, hey, they can get it tomorrow. Or give them the address to the yard and they can come pick it up in the van.
Chelsea, something is wrong with you. And you said that you have two kids, right?
Yeah, I have two.
And what are their ages?
20 and 16.
Okay. And because you recently took your daughter, where did you take your daughter again? Was it Puerto Rico?
Uh, yeah, that was a couple Christmases ago, but we went to Puerto Rico. That was cool.
No, where did you take her? What was it? I think it was around Valentine's Day or something, wasn't it last year?
Okay, so last year,
I don't remember. You took
yeah,
your
I don't
daughter
remember
somewhere.
either.
What was that trip like? And because it wasn't in her 16th or something like that.
Yes,
Hmm.
but I'm trying to remember exactly though, because we've done a lot.
Yeah, I can't
I mean,
remember
we'll
where.
just talk. Yeah, we'll talk about the Puerto Rico thing. 'Cause that's the one I remember the most about because we was there the longest.
Uh,
Like it was cool. Like it was fun. The weather, man. I wish the weather was like that, like everywhere, all the time.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like and like the people was cool too. I didn't know they like Church's chicken just as much as we do. Like that line was, I stood in that line for that chicken for about an hour and a half, bro. I think they ran out of chicken. Boy, it's Puerto Ricans everywhere. I'm like, I like this. I can get down with this. You know what I mean? I was just like, dang, I ain't know they get down like this, man. But they had some good food too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, that was cool, man. Like the like the old San Juan, like they got like the forts and like just the history and like the architecture, how the city was built. Now it's a whole vibe. If anybody get a chance, though, I recommend that they go. One of my homeboys, the other guy that got shot at, that was with me in the story I was just telling you, he live in Puerto Rico now.
Oh, okay. And so in Puerto
Yeah.
Rico, they have churches.
Oh, they got churches, Burger King. I ain't see no Popeyes. I was looking though, so I had to settle at the churches. Yeah, they got churches. Man, that stuff was swole, bro. I walked in there. I was like, okay, hey, all right. But then it just more people kept coming in there, and they all locals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was just like, okay. It was hot as hell, but other than that, it was like that was cool. Colombia was cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I went to Mexico on a cruise. That was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cruise? I'm terrified to go on a cruise. So what, tell me how that experience was.
It's not horrible. I mean, it's not super great. It's not super terrible, but it depends on like what your level of cruise is too.
Yeah.
Because you can go on like the big nice ship, or you can just go on a ship. You feel me? So it just depends on, you know what I'm saying, what your budget look like. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was kind of, we was balling on a budget, homie. Like, you know what I mean? We didn't go, on the Mac Daddy. We was a little bit above just a ship. At least our ship had a name. So yeah, it was cool. Like, but I mean, it's cool to be like out there cruising around on the water and stuff. They have like the activities. Like the food ain't always the best,
Uh-huh.
because it's like buffet style.
Yeah.
Now the breakfast, I think on the last one, I think the breakfast was my favorite. But I was always up. I was there the first in line every
Yeah.
morning waiting on it. Yeah, yeah, it was good. Like, it was Margaritaville. It was straight though. I liked it. But I think it's better to like if you go on vacation to like fly in somewhere because you ain't held to a curfew like on a cruise. You're like,
Yeah.
we went to the Keys and then Mexico, so you only have so much time off the boat and then you got to get on. So it's just like you don't have a whole lot of time to do like maybe everything you want to. You just got to kind of pick a few things, squeeze it in the time crunch because they will leave your ass. Okay.
Yeah.
And I
Have
ain't
you
got
ever been?
time to be trying to swim behind the boat. Like, hey, stop.
So, and how long were you on that cruise? Like, what was the limit? Were you on there for like 4 days? What was it?
Yeah, I think it's like 4 or 5 days.
And
Yeah, I
so,
think it was
what was
like
it?
5 days.
What was it? Was it a carnival? Was it Norwegian? What was
No, no, Margaritaville.
that? Was the name of the cruise?
Yeah, see, there you go. That's why I said we wasn't just on a boat. We was a step above. It had a name, okay? It had a name. So if y'all want me to be your cruise critic, I could do that too. I ain't been on but like three of them, but the three I've been on, boy, I critique the hell out of them. I leave y'all I give y'all a great. I'll paint a great picture of what it's like.
I've never heard of it. So,
See?
so is it big or is it like a smaller cruise? Like, what is it?
Yeah, it wasn't like a huge ship. I mean, it was on the smaller side, but like it had everything you needed to do. But the thing is once you kind of do everything on those longer trips, like it kind of can get a little boring
Yeah.
unless you just like to gamble. You can go in the casino, spend all your money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like for me, I think like the most important was the alcohol, the drink package. Though I have to have that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because I like to do my thing.
Uh-huh.
But I think overall for the price, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't go on a cruise and not have a balcony. It's just kind of
Right.
I think it's mandatory. I think they should all have balconies, but that's just not feasible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Because
Um,
I never, I thought when you said Margaritaville, at first I thought you were talking about a name of a drink or, I mean, a place to go. So I didn't know that
well,
was
it
going
is
to
a place to go too. It's a restaurant, but
okay.
it's also a cruise line too. It's a smaller one. I don't know how long they've been around
Yeah.
doing cruises, but yeah, it was cool. I mean, if it's just a nice little cheap trip,
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah, it sailed out of Tampa.
Okay. And is it that the only place that it ports from or, departs from?
I don't know. They may go out of Port Canaveral, but I'm not 100% sure because that was the first time I had been on that one. But it was straight. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, want to be cheap and hang out,
You
I
keep saying
take it.
cheap. What was the cost, Chauncey?
Well, see, so with the drinks and all, I mean, it was like $1,500, man.
Yeah. And you were gone for 4 nights?
Yeah, five.
Five? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. No, it was cool, man. Like, we went to Mexico, and it's funny. We was on the beach,
Uh-huh.
and so we was just in the water chilling. And so I look up, and this lady, she towed up. I'm talking about from the flow up, and she can't even get up out the sand.
Uh-huh.
And like she had, I guess it was her daughter, a daughter and daughter boyfriend or something. And they was trying to help her up, like she like face buried, bro. Like she
Yeah.
can't even move. So I swam over there and like helped her get up out the sand, dog. She was wasted, like
Yeah.
wasted, wasted. And then I see the little Mexican dude bringing the little like wheelchair over
Uh-huh.
there to like get her up out of there, man. And then she's the next day, I think I seen her on the ship. She had like she didn't know. Like, I should have let your ass stay down there in that sand.
Shut up,
You,
Chauncey.
you can at least say thank you.
If she was drunk, she probably didn't remember it, Chauncey.
Well, hey, that ain't my fault. That's her problem. They should have told her, hey, that was the guy that picked you up out of the sand. Because the daughter boyfriend was a black dude. He recognized me. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He threw it up at me. He's just like, I'm sure glad you helped me with that. Get that mug out the sand. But well, like, he was over there struggling too. I sat there and laughed for a little bit till I had to swim over there, man, because I was in the water, so I had to kind of get out the water. But it was bad. I
Yeah.
usually mind my own business, but it was bad, bad. She was gonna get left in Mexico on the beach. She'd
Yeah.
have probably woke up maybe an hour from now. Like she was still gonna be asleep out there, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy.
It's crazy is because when we first met, I thought your accent sounded more like you were from Louisiana. So,
Oh,
have you ever
nah.
been there?
Yeah, yeah. I've been to New Orleans before. That was fun. That was a whole vibe.
How long were you there? Or was it just like a trip?
Yeah, no, I went to New Orleans back in 2018. I think I was there for about 4 days.
Oh, so it was just a trip. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
It was a
you
trip, man.
basically lived in Florida your whole life.
My whole life.
Okay. Yeah, because
Yep.
your
Yep.
accent just tripped me out.
Man, Florida, the best kept secret in the world, man. I keep telling people that. I mean, it ain't no nap time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't 317, but dang, you know what I mean? It's nah, cause like we just have good weather and like we don't have them hard winters. You know what I mean? It's like maybe 40 degrees outside, but boy, I'm freezing like a mother.
Yeah. And have you ever been involved in a hurricane?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's Florida, so they don't come every year, but I mean, I'd say every 4, maybe 5 years, you get some bad ones, like some real bad ones.
So what
Like when I was a cop, I had to work. Like they made me work, like in the hurricane, man. It was terrible.
so what happens
Like
in the middle of a hhurricane though? Like the bad ones, like what are you guys doing?
I'm usually drinking, but um, I mean, like okay, so just the obvious thing. So you have like high winds.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have a little bit of. I mean, you have rain. It's just like rain and wind, thunder and lightning. Anything that comes with like a thunderstorm.
Hmm.
But it's just those winds are so violent, like it just tears everything up. Then throw in the tornadoes along with it.
Yeah.
that just run rampant, and like it'll tear the whole, like it tore the whole city up almost, like as far as like the infrastructure. So not like every house was blown over, but like the
Right.
infrastructure. Like nobody in the whole county had power. None
Mm-hmm.
of the traffic lights worked. There was trees down all over, blocking roads. I remember like the lead up to it. It was like the last one that came through South Florida. The lead up, like they evacuated. It was mandatory evacuation for like all the people in South Florida. So
Mm-hmm.
they all migrate north. So like traffic is backed up for like hundreds of miles. Like people start running out of gas. So like in Lake City, it just got like bad real quick
Yeah.
because once traffic starts to back up, then all the gas stations start to get full. You know what I mean? Then everybody. The thing about Floridians is like y'all know winter's coming, right? It
Yeah.
comes around every single year, and you just prepare for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Florida, they can tell us, you know, a month from now, on this day, we're gonna have a bad hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
Floridians, we be like, okay, yeah, all right, cool, whatever, all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A week out, hurricanes coming, get prepared. Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
The day before, that's when we start preparing. You go to the store, they ain't got nothing, and why the first thing that the people always grab off the shelf is the toilet paper. Bruh, when you tell Floridians a hurricane coming, boy, hey, you better make sure you got some toilet paper, cause you ain't gonna get none if you go to the store.
Yeah.
Toilet paper and water. You ain't gonna have no power, and if you live in the country, your well ain't gonna work anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, then they jack the price up on like generators and stuff. They be price gouging, like what I mean, they be trying to get off on us. But it be our fault because they told us a month ago that a
Right.
hurricane was coming. Now all of a sudden, 12 hours out from landfall, now we out buying shit. Crazy, man. I don't get it. And I'm just as guilty. I'm one of them. I be trying to go out right before right before it start raining. Like it don't be nothing on the shelves. Like the stores be wiped out. You know what I mean? Like then when you evacuate all the people from South Florida, it just depletes the resources because there's only so many. So to go around, there's only so much gas. There's only so much water, toilet paper, all the essentials. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? All the hotels was full. You know what I'm saying? So like people didn't really have nowhere to go. So it gets to a point to where these like convenience stores were getting so overrun with the traffic. Like people was going in there just stealing. Like they couldn't even control it.
Yeah.
Like it was wild. Like that was the kind of the first time I had seen a situation like get out of hand before the storm even come.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because like I mean, they would be over capacity in like the convenience store, like the gas station or the Dollar General, to
Yeah.
where people just they get desperate and they just start taking stuff because it's only like maybe two people working in there. They
Mhm.
can't control those 80, 90 people in there. People
Right.
fighting in the parking lot over gas, like fights breaking out everywhere. Traffic backed up just in the city from just miles and miles. So
Yeah.
it puts a strain on like the locals, and it stretches the resources of like the public safety, because there's only so many ambulances, right? So you
Right.
have to deal with the day-to-day stuff, and then you have to also deal with the stuff that comes with all that extra traffic you got because there's crashes, fights. So to a point, it just kind of just goes to shit because there's just not, like I said, enough resources to go around. So you get that kind of stuff, and you can prepare as much as you want, but it's not always, like I say, feasible because at some point situation's going to dictate, and you just hope that you can manage it more or less. You know what I mean? You could try to prevent certain things, but you can't prevent everything. But as far as just like a resident, yeah, like you get trees down on your houses. I mean, I've seen it pick houses like mobile homes up off foundations and like put them across the road.
Dang. Have you ever
Yeah.
experienced one that just absolutely terrified you?
Well, they all do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been fortunate enough to where I haven't like had a tree fall on my house, or where I was living. I hadn't had any like my car hadn't been sent across the road. Like I
Yeah.
hadn't had. I mean, minor stuff, trees fall down. I mean, like falling on the fence and busting the fence up. You know what I mean? But you'll live with stuff like that though. You feel
Yeah.
me? Because it's easier to have to fix a fence than it is to you know have half your house rebuilt because a tree fell on it. You dig?
Right.
Or like mass flooding.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I've seen houses catch fire during a hurricane.
Right.
And they ain't sending no resources to you. You know what
Right.
I
Because
mean?
they can't.
Because then you create a bigger problem. You know what I mean? If you're putting other people safety in jeopardy, and if something happens, now you just